Queen's Park Rangers head to Coventry City on Tuesday night for their 32nd championship fixture of the 25-26 season. So in this preview, I'm going to be talking you through the Sky Blues season so far, the impact of Mark Robins' successor Frank Lampard, and the key players to watch out for, before a few words on the R's at the end. I'm Connor, aka Hoopsa. I make QPR match previews, reactions, interviews, and features. So if you enjoy this match preview, please consider hitting like and subscribe on YouTube. I'm currently on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Or drop me a follow and a rating if you're listening on Spotify or Apple. Both Rangers and Coventry find themselves in considerably different positions to where they were following their last meeting, with a 1-1 draw at Loftus Road on the 22nd of October, leaving both sides floundering in 22nd and 23rd place. Coventry would actually go on to win back-to-back matches against Luton Town and Borough, but after 7 years, 8 months and 1 day in his second reign, Mark Robins would still end up losing his job after the following 2-1 loss to Derby County. A shock to all given the 4 trips to Wembley, 2 promotions, EFL trophy win and FA Cup semi-final he had guided them to. Owner Doug King had decided to go in a new direction, revealing weeks later that it was a fallout between Robins and his assistant AD Vivash towards the end of last season that had eventually led to his decision. Vivash had departed in July 2024 after his own 7-year stint with the club, and with a subsequent reshuffling of the coaching department to follow and results spiralling in the first quarter of the season, King had felt the need to act. Interim manager Rhys Carr would oversee 3 games, back-to-back 2-2 draws with Sunderland and Sheffield United, and a 2-0 loss to Burnley, before an unlikely candidate in Frank Lampard was revealed as Coventry's first new manager since 2017. Lampard has been in charge of 14 championship matches since, overseeing 7 wins, 3 draws and 4 losses, and has taken the club from 16th, 3 points ahead of the relegation zone, now 14 points clear of the drop, having played a game more than most of the division at the time of recording. Now one of 7 or 8 clubs within touching distance of a playoff spot, after Robins' surprise sacking and doubts over Lampard's appointment, many Coventry fans are on board. So what's been the difference? The biggest is that he stopped the Sky Blues from conceding so much. In the 17 games prior to his arrival, Coventry had kept just 2 clean sheets, whilst in his 14 in charge so far, they've now kept 6. In terms of formation, he seems a lot more flexible than his predecessor, still deploying the 3-5-2 Robins favoured, but adapting for some games to a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3, sometimes in game. A pivotal player has been Jack Rudoni, a player who has featured in every Coventry City League match this season, and provided 5 of his 8 assists since his new manager's arrival. Top scorer Haji Wright with 7 in 15 hasn't been available since Lampard joined the club, but Ellis Sims has 2 goals and an assist in his past 4, and Thomas Asante 3 goals and an assist in his past 5, in what was a run of 4 consecutive wins until a 2-0 midweek home loss to Leeds United. After a busy summer last year, the January transfer window was quiet, bringing in just 1 signing, with Matt Grimes joining from Swansea in a fee reported to be between £3.5 and £4 million. Coventry will have 1 more game to prepare for ahead of Tuesday night's visit from QPR, with Ipswich Town set to arrive on Saturday afternoon in the 4th round of the FA Cup. After an excellent run in that competition last season, you would imagine Lampard will go strong for that one. Now from a QPR perspective, with Coventry just 2 points behind Rangers in the form table over the past 10 games, this is going to be an interesting clash. We were good value for our home win against Blackburn after 2 consecutive losses to Sheffield Wednesday and Millwall, and with the transfer window now out of the way, we can now focus on finishing the season as strongly as possible. Dembele has been teased to be making a return soon and would be a good considerable boost should he be in this matchday squad, though the bigger question will be how Cifuentes decides to set the team up after the successful move of Chair into the 10 against Rovers. Whether that will have quite the same effect away from home in a game where you would imagine us to have less of the ball is a different question, but we created so much with 2 wingers either side of Elias that it must surely be a tempting prospect for Marty. So as usual, let's round off with a score prediction. I think this one is going to have a lot of goals. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. Let me know your own score predictions and thoughts ahead of this one in the comments below. Please hit like and subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next one for my match reaction. Come on you Rs.